over the past years, the list of accomplishments that I'm most proud of is the fact that we've been able to maintain a good working team at Mount Dennis, along with a more stable, functioning food bank with less disruptive behaviors. Our team is organized and cohesive. What professional development or external training have I completed over the past year? I have not completed, I've completed my CPR, but I'm in the process of completing my MSW, making progress with that educational aspect of my development. Number 3 asks to identify 2 goals that you would like to work on over the next year in the following areas: professional, career opportunities at Loft, strategic plan, identify goals that align with Loft's strategic plan. Professionally, I would just like to continue in my role as supervisor or coordinator at Mount Dennis, building on my skill set, maintaining a more consistent working team, develop more supports and programs within the community to have more community engagement, and just continue on my path to completing my MSW education. I would really like to learn more about the program management role and what it entails and what would be required of me in that role. And it says to describe any challenges you have experienced over the past year. How can your supervisor help you overcome these challenges and help you succeed in your role? Challenges. I have not experienced any challenges that were insurmountable. Nothing that I was unable to address, and my supervisor has been very engaged with me and my growth and development, and as situations have occurred, I've consulted with her to provide me with necessary feedback. But there is no challenges that is overwhelming that I was unable to really work with. However, as that need arises, my supervisor has always been readily available to support me. What can Loft do to enhance my team's overall employee work experience? I think overall I'm satisfied with Loft's way of work. I know that a lot of things are developing and are seeking to align with more engaged staff and valued staff. I think just having access to additional training specific to my role would certainly be ideal, and to have those training be communicated and accessible would be helpful, rather than myself seeking them out. I think making those information more accessible would be helpful. Historically marginalized group in our community experience barriers to full access to opportunities because of systemic racism and discrimination. Describe how you have participated in Los anti-racism and anti-oppression work in your role. Well, for me, I have emphasized the importance of our volunteers within our food bank to operate from an anti-oppressive, anti-racism approach towards how they support their community, how they work amongst each other. Additionally, within the team environment, I've promoted this idea to be anti-oppressive in how we respond, always seeking to understand, always seeking to learn from others and the community, and be willing to understand differences that exist without applying judgment or holding perspectives that are limiting. So the work is ongoing within community members that are working within Loft, the volunteers, as well as the team that I work and support and supervise. I have ensured that that is at the top of people's awareness, so that these approaches can be pursued. Okay, so I guess I am to respond to these assessment. So the first one speaks to this. It says knowledge of work. It says practices and displays the knowledge and skill level needed to perform duties outlined in the job description. Stay current with policies and procedures outlined in the program policy and procedure manual. Documentation is consistently completed accurately and on time. Promotes staff, client safety by ensuring that environment is safe and participating in educational sessions. Communicates well and escalates issues appropriately. I would say that I meet the job requirements in this area. The second question is productivity, judgment, adaptability, and input to change. This is saying whether or not I display high quality and accurate output of duties, quality of work at the expected level of performance, has a positive outlook towards new and accepting program development, familiar and comfortable with using a wide variety of digital technology, utilizes critical thinking, creative ideas when problem solving, displays motivation by taking responsibility for ongoing Ongoing professional development displays initiative through project work, teaching, new staff orientation, and professional organization membership. For this, I would speak to the fact that I developed a monthly reflection that I share with my team, having them review various perspectives that would help them to reflect upon the work that they need to do when serving the community that we serve. Question 3 is effective relationships. It says, I provide supports to other team members, works well within and outside the team, cooperative, willing to help, creates a positive and constructive work environment, communication is accurate, follow-up, organized and appropriate. I would say I meet the job description in this area because communication is a huge part of how I function within my role and within my life as well. And this says work habits. It says punctuality. I meet the requirements. Any unforeseen situations where I may need to be absent or unavailable, I make my supervisor available. Okay, so I need to do my annual vulnerable sector check screen, review code of conducts, staff computer use policy, yes, confidentiality policy, occasional overtime agreement, sexual abuse policy, sexual harassment policy, substance use in the workplace policy, mobile device use policy, client transportation policy if applicable, and then CARF annual training, cybersecurity, ethics training, health and safety training, incident training, privacy training, rights, restrictions, and positive interventions training, medication training if applicable. And then the next area is goals. Now, I am to write down that I need to have this completed by the next review. And professional development career goals. Would have learned and become quite knowledgeable in my role. And be able to develop a new coordinator to fulfill this role. Having case managers and all team managers efficient, high functioning within their roles. That would be one. Now the goal related to lost strategic plan. I need to get back to that one. Put that in brackets. Employees comment. I need a comment. Overall, I'm very satisfied with my role and the support that I receive. I am committed to ongoing growth and development, and will continue to endeavor to be a strong team leader, building the individuals around me, enabling them to maximize their full potential.